What's good, y'all? It's Akira here, back with another video. And today we're going to talk about how to really establish your business. You know, this channel is all about making money, creative businesses, and I really want you guys to know the benefits of establishing your business the correct way when you start out, so you don't run into any troubles down the line, and it's just going to be overall easier for you. So I'm going to give you some step-by-step steps that you can take to make sure that you get yourself established right and you can, you know, get to creating. So like I said, I'm gonna give you some step-by-step instructions. So the first thing that you obviously have to do is name your business. A name could be anything. It could be your last name. It could be, you know, your name for your business could be anything. Two tips that I have for you guys is, one, don't spell things crazy. So if your things is Akira's Creations, don't spell creations with a K and with a Z, because people are not going to initially know that's how you spell your business name. Also, I suggest you don't use complicated spelling words that are complicated to spell. So like something that you think is, I don't want to say a word that I think is complicated to spell and then you guys are like, girl. But just think about if you're it was Linda's Rendezvous. You know, nobody knows how to spell rendezvous. So you want to make sure the name of your business is something that's searchable, that people know how to spell, and there's not any way it can get mixed up with another business. So those are just a few tips on naming your business. And you guys know I got my handy dandy notes here. Now you guys know I got my notes here. Now you are going to find your niche. So you have to have a general idea of what you want to do when you're going to start a business. But say for instance you want to go into party planning. You want to start a party planning business. Where are you going to start? Are you going to do kids parties? Are you going to do weddings? Are you going to do small gatherings? Are you going to do picnic parties? Where's your niche? What are you going to do? Because what happens if you get really good at one thing, that's what people are going to come to you for. Think about, I don't know if you guys are interested or know about makeup, but think about Anastasia Beverly Hills. That's a makeup brand if you're not familiar, and their thing is eyebrows. People go to them for their eyebrow dip, their eyebrow products, right? That's what they're known for. Yes, you may purchase other items from them, but you know, okay, in my mind, I'm going to get my eyebrow stuff from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and there's no other options for me because they are really good at making eyebrow products. So think about that and apply it to your business. So if you're going to go into the party planning niche and you say, you know what, I'm going to get really good at kids parties because they happen frequently. Everyone has kids, you know, once you get to a certain age. Not everyone, take it back. But a lot of people have kids, and if they want to have birthday parties, they're gonna have several throughout their lives. Maybe they have multiple kids, so they have several throughout the year. And you want to get really good at that. So when someone says, hey Jan, I'm having a party for little Jacob here, do you know anybody? They're gonna think of you because you're really great at kids parties. So pick a niche, and you don't have to get niche down so much. You're like, oh, I'm only doing Spider-Man kids parties. Like, you don't have to go that crazy, but really just get good at one thing and then you can expand from there. So that's why I say find your niche is really important. And now you have figured out your niche. So what's next? It's like, okay, girl, can I start making stuff now? No. Do your research. So doing your research involves a lot of different things, and this is ultimately going to help you be successful in your business. So first is your competition. So say you want to do kids parties in Houston, Texas. Like, this is just random stuff I'm thinking of. So okay, now you're gonna say Houston kids party planner on Google. See who's out there. See, you know, what they offer, what type of parties that they've been booked for, photos of their parties, you know, what are they charging, where are they located, what are their rules and regulations for their business. All those things can help you establish your business in the right way. And I'm not talking about copy pasting and copying this business. I'm talking about learning from them and learning things from them and applying it to your own business, especially when you're starting out. Because say for instance, you're starting out and you're only charging $100 for a balloon wreath, because we're talking about the party thing. you do your research and you see that in Houston, even on the lower end, there people are paying $150 for balloon reefs. That is the type of thing that will help you, and that's the type of thing that you'll find out through your research. So you, like I said, competition, also your target market. Where's your target market? So say you live in Houston and you want to do kids parties, and I don't know any places in Houston, I'm just making this up off the top of my head, but you notice in Springdale, you do some research, say like you go on the libraries, most libraries have like research information that's available to the public. So say you go into the library and you look for the highest concentration of children in your area. So you can go look and say, okay, there's a school here, this school has 8,000 students, and in the surrounding area there are 10,000 kids between the ages of 5 and 13 or whatever. So that is something that's really important. So now you can know, hey, so maybe if you're gonna run like Facebook ads or something, you can say, okay, I wanna focus on this Hillsdale area. I wanna focus on parents in between this age range and this income range that you know have children, because you learn that information because you did your research. So research is a big thing. Also a part of research, because I don't want this to be like 5 hours long, is pricing, cost of goods, and operations. So pricing, like I said, is a big thing. If you notice that you want to charge this, but people in your area are charging way more or way less, it helps you accurately price your products when you're first starting out, because it's really hard to know. Like even if you go on just like a formula for your pricing, say like, okay, I do my cost times 3.5 plus $20. So you say your cost is $100 times 3.5 would be $350 plus 20 bucks. So say your item costs $100 and you do a 3.5 times markup. So you're getting $350, and then you add another $20 for maybe shipping or taxes or fees or whatever whatever comes with your business and doing operations. So you know that for every $100 you spend, you need to make $370, something like that. And when you do the research on what other people are charging, it can help you with your pricing structure, and help you understand the cost of goods and what you really need to sell things for to make a good profit. Also operations. So operations, I feel like, is one of the hardest parts of establishing and get your business running, because there's a lot of things that go into operations. Your website, transportation, like I said, if you're doing a party business, there's a lot of things that goes into your operation. And while you can't really see people's internal operations for their business, their website, their forms, their customer service, guidelines, their return policies can give you an idea of how they run their business and help you establish those operations for yourself. Because we all get excited, like, oh, I'm gonna make these products, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, but we don't think about our return policies or our lost shipments or inventory, how you're gonna plan your inventory and things like that. So doing your research can really help you be successful on that part as well, so that when you do start establishing your business, start running your business, and it starts to grow, there's not like a huge learning curve or a lot of problems that people run into is their business is growing faster than they can keep up. So doing these things ahead of time will kind of get you on the right path to getting things done. So all right, so now we are at the fun part. So with any business, right, you need a prototype. So whether you're making balloon animals or you're selling a product or you're selling digital products, I mean, whatever you're doing, you have to have a prototype. Even if you're selling a service, like even if you're doing lawn care services or whatever, you need a prototype. You need photos that people can say, okay, this is their work. You need to have a physical product. If you're doing a product, you need to have a physical representative of that product, so you can take photos, you can test the wearability, you can test the quality and all that good stuff. So, and even if you are making items, you still need to make your prototype, see how long this is going to take you to make, how much it's going to cost you to make, how many supplies that you use while you're making this item. There's tons and tons of things that go into actually making your items and prototyping your products. So that's a step that you don't want to skip. And during that step, I say write everything down, whether it's on a phone, paper, whatever. So say for instance, a lot of people on this channel use like Cricut. So say you're making glasses and you just, you know, that's your niche and, you know, whatever. So write down how long it takes you to make a glass. Write down how long it takes your Cricut to cut out the, you know, a certain design. You know, maybe have a more intricate design. See how long it takes for your Cricut to cut that item out. See, you know, when you're applying, you know, the vinyl to the glass, how long does that take you? You know, how much vinyl do you use per glass? How much transfer tape do you use? All that stuff is important to help you really know your business inside and out. So prototyping is super important step, and I think you guys should you know, do that. Just making sure I have everything here. So I think that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to be doing a part 2 on how you can get a website running, product photos, all that good stuff, so you can kind of get from this establishing part to actually putting the business into function. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know down below what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.